Most stories about immigrants adjusting to America take place in cities, environs where a newcomer may already have family or friends, or at least be able to find a community. The family in writer-director Lee Isaac Chung's Minari takes a different route. Jacob and Monica, Yeun and Yeri Han, have come to America from Korea to seek better opportunities. We don't know much more than that. But we do learn that Jacob has a dream of growing things, of being a farmer. Jacob, Monica and their two young children, David and Ann, Alan Kim and Noel Cho, have lived for a time in California, but as the movie opens, we see them driving to what will be their new home, a blocky rectangle of a house propped on cinderblocks, adjacent to a stretch of land that looks like paradise to Jacob, but not to Monica. She says little at first, but her stern silence tells us what she's thinking. Why have you brought us here? This is 1980s Arkansas. There may be a few Koreans here and there, but there's not much of a community. What's more, David has a health issue, a weak heart. How could Jacob have brought his family so far from a hospital, from civilization? Minari is a gentle, lovely picture, one that acknowledges there really is no immigrant experience, beyond the pure human experience of finding yourself adjusting to a new environment. The film, which is semi-autobiographical, reflecting Chung's own experience of growing up on a farm in rural Arkansas, enfolds reflections on isolation and loneliness, on masculine pride and duty, on just the pure weirdness of being a kid, let alone the child of immigrants. If its setting is specific, its vibe is universal. Yeri Han and Yeun in Lee Isaac Chung's Minari'Josh Ethan Johnson, A24 Chung tells us everything about this family via small details, often seen through David's eyes. We get an inkling of his heart problem when we see him running across a field, and then stopping abruptly, sullenly, when his mother calls out, "Don't run." Jacob works on getting the farm started in his spare time. He hires a helper, Paul, a local oddball and religious nut whose generosity is revealed in quiet, quirky moments. He's played, wonderfully, by Will Patton. But Jacob and Monica also have jobs at a local hatchery, determining the sex of chicks. When David asks about the smoke rising from a smokestack at the plant, his father tells him that that's where the male chicks are burned. They don't taste good, and they don't lay eggs, so they're of little use. So you and I should try to be useful, he tells his son, a hint at how heavily the responsibility of being the man of the house, and of providing for his family, weighs on his own shoulders. Yoon's performance is terrific, a multilayered exploration of what it means to chase a dream when reality, your family, the people you're entrusted to care for, is sitting right there with you at the dinner table. Read more, Minari and the Real Korean American Immigrants Who Have Farmed U.S.